EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Set, hut. Strike. Check, strike. Hut, hut.
Love going to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Come on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some space here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Love now. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That one caught downfield by Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll buy some time right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Completed out left to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical? And almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and the first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Panthers at 10-4 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the #1 passing team in the NFL against the #1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be one on the outside.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return here for Sanders.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On second down, Young again. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. First down throw for Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
On second down now, it's Brooks. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. Second down coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Let's go now.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Mega. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to run now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, Love to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, Make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw now. Here's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return here for Sanders.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ready, ready. Red, cycle. Cut.
Following the interception, Love. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set, huh?
A play fake. Now Young. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
It's Young off play action. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Off the play fake, Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Let's go now. Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll take this to the 46. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Ready, break. Ready?
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, there he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Ready.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Hey, go steal. Pause red. Hey, check mega. Set.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Glove. That's complete to Dobbs.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young. And his pass incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Now here's Young.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the... him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
They go bootleg. Love.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try.
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return here for Sanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Set.
Throwing, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
146 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Here we go.
At the 6-yard line.
Smash. Smash.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Set. Go.
Here's Jacobs. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been...
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go, set.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A 3rd down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Brooks. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Set.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Set.
Young to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sanders. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Young from the shotgun. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Down.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And Sanders now to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
45-yard line.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Brooks. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway?
Ready,
First down.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Brooks. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.